So, can cats really understand us? It's a question that's been debated for ages. And the answer is, well, it's complicated. It's not as simple as yes or no. While they might not grasp the nuances of every conversation like another human, studies show they're far from oblivious to our communication. One of the key areas researchers have explored is how cats respond to their names. A study published in Animal Cognition showed that cats do, in fact, recognize their names and can distinguish them from other similar-sounding words. They measured this by observing the cat's reactions, ear twitches, head turns, and even tail wags, when their owners called their names versus when they heard other words of similar length and sound. Isn't that something? Now, what's even more interesting is that this recognition wasn't just limited to their owners' voices. Cats also responded to their names being called by unfamiliar people. This suggests that they're not just associating the sound with a reward, like food or attention, but they've actually formed a cognitive representation of their name. This is a fascinating insight into how cats process auditory information. I mean, think about it. Our cats know their names. Try calling your cat and seeing if they react. It is a very good start to test your cat's reaction to their name and start connecting with them. But it's not just about names, is it? What about the rest of our human babble? Well, cats are incredibly perceptive when it comes to our tone of voice and body language. Think about when you're scolding your cat for scratching the furniture. Even if they don't understand the specific words you're using, they definitely pick up on the angry tone and your posture. Similarly, when you're using a happy, sing-song voice while offering them a treat, they associate that tone with something positive. Scientists call this emotional contagion. Cats are masters at reading our emotional states and adjusting their behavior accordingly. So, while they might not be parsing the grammar of your sentences, they're definitely tuning into the emotional content. We know they understand us when we show them our emotions, as we can tell that it does affect them. Here's a cool thought. The next time you're chatting with your cat, pay attention to your tone of voice. Experiment with different tones, happy, sad, excited, and see how your cat responds. You might be surprised at how much they pick up. Another crucial element is the context. Cats are creatures of habit and routine. They learn to associate certain words and phrases with specific actions or objects. For example, if you always say dinner time before filling their food bowl, they'll quickly learn to associate that phrase with the anticipation of a meal. Or, if you routinely say, "Want to go outside?" before opening the door, they'll understand that phrase as an invitation to explore the great outdoors. It's all about building associations. Cats are excellent at pattern recognition. They observe our behaviors, listen to our words, and gradually form connections between the two. This is why consistent communication is so important. If you use the same words and phrases consistently in specific situations, your cat is more likely to understand what you're trying to convey. Furthermore, the research on cat-human communication is still evolving. One area of increasing interest is the study of cat vocalizations. We all know that cats have a wide range of meows, purrs, hisses, and chirps. But what do these sounds actually mean, and how do they use them to communicate with us? Studies have shown that cats often develop specific meows that are specifically designed to get our attention. For example, a cat might use a high-pitched, insistent meow when they're hungry or want to play. So, try listening carefully to your cat's meows. You might be able to decipher their subtle attempts to communicate their needs and desires. Cats also understand routines and the connection to what you do on a day-to-day basis. Have you ever tried changing their feeding schedule and felt that they knew something was going on? They can even tell when you will be leaving the house and can even sense when you are heading to the veterinarian. In short, while cats might not understand the complexities of human language, they possess a remarkable ability to interpret our emotions, body language, and the context in which we communicate. They're constantly observing us, learning from us, and adapting their behavior to better understand our intentions. So, what do you think? Do you have any funny stories about times when you knew your cat understood exactly what you were saying? Share your experiences in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating insights into the minds of our feline friends.